Hotboxing, presented by Car Crush with hosts M-Dog Nightmare and Boner's Battlefield. Stay tuned and don't go nowhere, you dingus.
Are you there yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet?
Yerba mate makes you yerba burpy. I'm joking on nuts.
That's what she said.
Hi, welcome to, I don't know why I said that like I was going through puberty. Hi. Welcome to Hotboxing. I know that you're all really curious about who we are. And so these episodes, you're going to find out whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. And our first one, we're going to interview Eileen.
Well, it's me, M-Dog Nightmare. And
oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you who I am.
Who are the fuck
Let's get started with the first thing first. I am Mandy, a.k.a. Boner Battlefield. Next to me is
Emily,
yeah,
a.k.a. M-Dog Nightmare.
And we're going to be interviewing who?
Eyeball!
Eileen.
Or Eileen. Yeah, either one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, the eyeball.
The all-seeing eye.
She's known around the story circles at night.
The legendary eyeball.
Ooh, campfires.
Yeah,
Hey.
campfires.
Put your pins in a row.
As you know, is the Sparkplug on the Two Dipsticks and a Sparkplug episodes of Hotboxing. She is the one that is an actual mechanic. So we have a lot of questions for her. How she got there, how she likes it. Why she got there, I don't know. Mandy, what other questions?
Well, I guess we can just ask her one at the start, and then she can go off on them.
What started your journey into
Tell
the
us about
automotive
your journey.
Are we actually starting? Okay, I'm ready. Okay, what actually started? So my pops is a truck driver. You know, like long haulers, like they haul all that, behind them. Anyways. So when you're on the road, you don't, like when your truck breaks down, you don't just like, oh, hey, mechanic, come and fix my truck for me, whatever. So I was like 15 or whatever. And anything that would break down in the truck, he would literally like hoist me up into the cab of the truck and just be like, okay, here's what I want fixed. And he would have all the parts and all the tools and stuff. And so like, that's actually
and then
where
just
I started.
Like they go in here, they go right here.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I was,
Just
small,
put you
and
in
he's
the
just,
hood
like,
of the
he
truck,
would literally...
set you in like a little doll, like, here you go!
He would just throw me up there and be like, all right, this is the radiator hose that need to be replaced because we blew a hose, or, like, the belt blew, so you need to, like, put the new serpentine belt on, or... a U-joint fell out down in SoCal, like, way SoCal, like, way the fuck out, like, past the Grapevine. Anyways, the U-joint fell out, and it was, like, hours till you get a tow truck or anybody to come out to fix it. So he's like, oh, I have an extra U-joint in the truck. And he was like, come out. And he was like, oh, here you go. Just like pop it back in. I'm like, what?
So would you travel with him a lot?
It wasn't a lot. I would just have some times in the summer where I could. So that was the start of it. Yes.
Did you ever
obviously
see
I didn't go out there.
Just joking. I know you didn't know what lot lizards were. I was just curious. I'm really curious about those lot lizards.
Of course. Well, my pops, he was always like, okay, that's who you want to stay away with. Like he was very like, watch out, and taught me a lot of the lingo of the road. Yes, but yeah, he was always like, those ones, no.
What's one word that you can remember that is a lingo of the word that you're like, yes, this word rules?
Oh my God, gators in the road.
Gators in the road. What is gators? Is it actually like gators are in the road?
Oh, totally. In California, do you know there's gators in the road?
Alligators?
I'm so sorry. I had to throw that one out there. No, gators in the road is a blown tire.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because they kind of look like gators in the road.
Yeah, they kind of do.
They do.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
That's
cool.
pretty.
Now you know. You heard it here.
I'm gonna say it all the time now. I'm like gators in the road.
There's gators in the road. Watch out for them.
I wonder what people in Florida say.
Oh,
Same
me
thing.
too. Because if there really
there are
is an
gators,
alligator, do they say, yeah, that's a snapper? a real alligator is a snapper? Any of you people from Florida listening, please tell us.
Yeah. What was the craziest thing that you had to fix? Besides the U-joint sounds pretty wild.
Yeah, that was fun. You know, crawling underneath the
Yeah.
tractor of the rig and
Yeah.
putting that in. But that would probably be like the craziest one.
Okay. Yeah.
Would just be like, what, you want me to fit this up and like where?
I mean, how would you get the part? Would he have to like order?
He already had it.
Oh,
He just
had,
rolled
like,
around with extra
parts?
parts. Truck drivers roll around with extra parts.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
you never know what's gonna happen,
Right,
and
yeah.
he was a long hauler, so like they always have extra parts in their car.
Right.
Like,
They're
and
just
he
like-
had the extra radiator hose in his truck. He had the extra belt in his truck, and it was
Wow.
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So they carry all these just to be safe because like I said,
Yeah.
you're stuck out there and you could be out in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere and nobody else is gonna come get you for hours on end. And truck drivers, I mean, like kudos to y'all and hats off to everyone because like y'all be trucking and hauling for hours on end
Yeah.
in a day and like
And
Like,
then
you
having
have to
stop and
push this
fix your
through.
shit.
Yeah.
yeah, because
A
like
snowstorm, rain.
oh
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
no, you got to put on your own chains. You got to learn how to put on your own flaps and stuff on the truck. You got to learn how to do all this shit, and it's so intense that like I don't think they get all the kudos that they
enough, yeah,
actually deserve because like they're out there and they fix all this stuff on themselves because. One, like you stop and you get broke down, you're spending hours waiting for somebody to come get you when you're supposed to have this load dropped off like
Right,
5 hours
yeah.
ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what would you do to keep entertained? I don't know. When I drive really, really long distances, I start being I was like slapping myself away.
She's closing her eyes. She's
Yeah.
she's doing the sleepy face.
Well, when I drove from Jackson Hole back to Oregon, you know, it's 10 hours. At the end of it, I literally had my face out the window. I was like slapping myself. I had a sucker. I mean, was there anything that they would do other than
What tricks would your dad do?
There's a lot I probably shouldn't say, but like some of the things that we did as like father and daughters, like we would sing songs. It was country songs that we would sing to each other, or like I pull out my beef jerky. My beef jerky was up in the cab above me in the passenger seat, and I would pull that down, and then his dog would wake up from a dead sleep in the back of the cab and come running up, and it was like, so we would entertain to like,
Right.
oh, feed the dog jerky, I'd have some jerky too, and like,
Yeah.
but a lot of it was like singing on the road and stuff like that, and talking about what we saw on the road, and
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That sounds
and he
pretty
had
fun.
like a what are they called, skylights, so we could look up to and like see the
that's
stars.
cool.
So
Yeah. That sounds like a super awesome bonding experience with your dad.
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
pretty badass.
That's super
Shout out to
badass.
Eileen's dad.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
amazing. Just traveling along when you're a kid, all yahoo! I'm going somewhere cool and
Fixing
I know,
U joints and
fixing
shit.
U joints.
Yeah, and it was a pretty amazing experience just to be able to be like, oh, this is, you know, like 18-wheeler rig just like broke down the side of the road, and like, oh, we just fix it, we're back on the road again.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
amazing is that as a 15-year-old?
Yeah.
Like,
Damn. Yeah,
So
that's
is that
really
kind
cool.
of what like steered you in the direction of starting to work on cars and other things?
Well,
or-
it was definitely an empowerment. And then when I was 17 and I bought my 64 Dodge Start and having to fix that on my own too, that was where I was like, oh yeah, well, my pops gave me the confidence before fixing these 18-wheelers. I was like, okay, I can fix my, 64 Dodge Start, like slant 6 engine, like I got this. And it was just like, from then on, it was just innate in me. And then I found out later that my pops also had his own hot rods and did all that. And then I found out my grandfather did the same thing too. So I was like, oh wow, like I come in a line of like
like a family.
people who
Wrenchers.
like fix
Yeah.
their,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Mechanically inclined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I found that out later on. It wasn't
Right.
like, it was like, I was told at 2 years old, like throwing a wrench and like, oh, this is what you're gonna do. It was
Right.
like,
Later.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, y'all do this too? Sweet.
Awesome.
That's amazing. So, does your dad still work on cars or still drive the truck?
He's still a truck driver.
So he's still a truck driver? Okay, cool. Do you ever take like a trip with them again just for old time's sake?
I actually just did the other day.
What, really?
No joke.
That's awesome.
He's like, looks like this broke. Get out there and fix it, Arlene. I don't care if it's raining and
You're
thundering
younger than I am.
and there's lightning hitting us around us. You have to fix it. So I brought you along. I knew this was gonna break.
It was a quick drive, but it was nice to be back in the truck with him again
Oh, cool.
for a little bit. Yeah.
You never wanted to go towards the truck driving thing?
He
or-
wanted me to. We were gonna do tangents to like where they can do the double, like one drive for how many hours, and next one can drive for so many hours. But I found my calling to be more into the automotive.
What do you like most about working on cars as opposed to big rigs? Or is there anything or...
I think it's pretty much the same. It's like when one breaks down, it's so fulfilling to be able to fix it and get it
Yeah.
up and running again. Which was the same thing. I think that's what started out my passion was the big rig being broken down on the side of the road and being able to fix it and get back on the road to where my pops can work again. And the same thing with being able to fix cars nowadays is being able to fix them and get all my customers and all that back on the road again to where they can get to work and back to their normal lives. Like, that is what is fulfilling, is taking something broken and fixing it.
Yeah. So have you gone to school for mechanics? Or
Yeah.
tell us about your educational background, I guess.
Yeah, because you're 17, you're working on this Dodge Dart. Well, first of all, what did you do to the Dart?
Oh, what didn't I do to the Dodge Dart? Well, I mean, I had to do a tune-up and all that. Like, I set the points and did all that. And then there was one point where the
This
clutch
is before
went out.
internet, people. Too. There's no googling. There's no googling when you.
Are
did
you
that.
really saying my age right now?
No,
Oh my gosh!
I was just thinking. I was
Rude.
like, how did you know how to do all that stuff? Did someone show you? Did you look in a book? Like,
She learned from the truck.
No, well,
Setting
because
points?
trucks are different. That's.
yeah.
I mean, I see where you're coming from. That was little. It was how did I learn it? It was a book. It was a Chilton.
Okay.
Chilton's from
Right,
back in the
okay.
day. I mean, this
Yeah.
was not saying my age 20 years ago. But also some of it was ingenuity too, because when my clutch went out, I actually had to attach my clutch, which when the wires came through was through the firewall of my car, but I was able to figure out how to attach a wire hanger. Obviously, before YouTube, when they could like come out with all these like hidden tricks,
Right.
I attached the hanger to
And
be
people
able
use
to
wire
shift
hangers.
into. I mean, I don't know. I guess like
So you use it to shift. So wait, how did you?
I was
attach
able
the hanger?
to because the cable had went out, but I was able to wire the wire hanger to a point up along my firewall to where I was able to shift because I had a 3 on the tree.
Oh,
If
okay.
y'all know what that means, y'all know what a 3 on the tree
Yes.
means?
Yeah, I've never driven one though.
Really?
No. I'm assuming that they're kind of hard.
Do not go from a 3 on the tree to an automatic that has the gear shifter on the
Oh,
column.
because you'll just be trying to.
I might have like threw my mom's car into park once
Oh, you were going down the road.
because I thought I was driving my clutch. And
What happens when you're going full speed? Were you going full speed?
Not at all.
How
I was
fast-
like 10 miles an hour.
What happens when you do that? I mean, it's just like a, right?
Well, we don't
Sure.
have the car anymore.
Oh, okay. Only going 10 miles an hour, huh?
No, it wasn't from that.
Okay.
It was. It really didn't do that much damage because it was one time.
Right. Okay. So you have the dart. Just trying to piece everything together here. You have the dart.
Okay.
You're doing rad shit. You're using wire hangers. You're making your clutch work. And then where does it go from there?
How long did you have the Dodge Dart?
Probably it was less than a year.
Oh, that.
So after I had fixed it and done all this other stuff to it, some other person crossed the yellow line and hit me head on, and I destroyed their car because I mean I had a Dodge Star and they had
Yeah.
like a tiny. I don't
Plastic
even
car.
know, like plastic, fiberglass car, totally
Yeah.
destroyed their car. Mine was bent in. It bent the frame in, bent the radiator into the fan. But living up in the Santa Cruz Mountains, I was able to tie a chain around the redwood tree in our yard, and I rolled my car down just enough to where it unbent the frame enough to where I can get it up and out. Because, I mean, older cars are the fucking bomb like that. Like, they just...
Yeah.
You can do that. These fiberglass cars, no.
That's pretty ingenious.
That's rad. That's
So I
cool.
got it unattached, and that's when I actually set the points and did the tune-up and all that to it. So
I mean, that was your first car?
that was my first car.
Oh, I'm so jealous. That's a really cool first car. And then so after that, after the car kind of got wrecked and you, like, did you sell it or you got, like, it just was not drivable?
Well,
I really shouldn't. I don't want to delve into that.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right. That is top secret.
Top secret. Who knows where that dart is now?
It's probably used in an alien spaceship for something. Area 51.
Who knows? We lived in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Who knows what happened to that car?
Probably got beamed up for some probing, if you know what I mean.
Probably. They're like, what did this go to this car? Like, we need to check this out. Like, how did she fix this? Like,
this is how they live, people. So after the car, so then, and then from there, like,
ready to go to school.
I landed, well, technically, I had a friend who worked at a lube shop down in this Rich Valley or whatever, and I was like, well, my mom's car needs an oil change. So, like, cool, come on down. So I go on down, and they're like, oh, they haven't had, this car really needs an oil change. And then she's like, oh, do you want to come on down into the pit with me? So y'all know Jiffy Lube, like up here where they have, like, the page you can go down in?
Yeah.
So this is the same as this place. It was just, like, a rich, fancy, like, Jiffy Lube, so to say.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, do you want to come down and see how it's done? I was like, well, fuck yeah, like, let's do this. And so she takes me down there. It gets approval by the manager, of course.
Right.
And so I go down there, and she's like, oh, blah, 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 this and this and this, and, like, pointing shit out to me. And I was like, whoa, this shit's cool, like, blah, blah, blah. And I was, like, keeping up with the lingo. And then the manager rolls by the pit, hears me talking, looks down, and was like, do you want a job? And I was like, yes, please. Like,
oh,
literally, that is, like, I
Yeah.
mean, there was no interview, no resume,
Yeah.
no nothing. He's like, you want a job? Sure. Like, and that was it. And I started working a couple days later.
Rad.
Oh, wow. Did you work there for very long, or?
About 2 years or so, but then it turned into family stuff. Family members got sick, and so I was taking care of them for a while. But and then after one family member passed, I ended up coming back to San Francisco and going to school because I wanted to learn how to actually know all the definitions and the understanding of all the systems. So, like,
Right.
when I was working with these dudes, I was like, you ask questions and, like, why is this and this and this? And they're like, well, I don't know. I just do this. And I was like, well, I actually want to know why do you do this and this and this?
Yeah.
And so it turned out, like, that's why I want to go to school, because I want to get to the bottom line. I wanted to get to the basis of all the systems, why everything works.
How it works, like, real total understanding.
Exactly.
Not just going through the motions of, like, this is how it fixes it.
Yes.
It seems like.
I wanted to be more of a technician and a diagnostic technician than just somebody who was like, oh, so-and-so said I do this, and so that's what I do. And, like, that's a mechanic, quote unquote, in a sense of, like, that's just like a replacing
parts.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and a lot of these dudes, I mean, I'm sorry to all the other dudes out there who actually, like, learn and go to school and, like, actually learn their shit. But there's a lot of dudes who get the job because they're dudes. Because they're just like, oh, you're a dude. You could say so-and-so and so. You get the job. For me, it was a lot harder than that. And for my personal, like, morale and my personal, like, the path that I wanted to go was that I wanted to actually understand and learn everything that there was to learn about it.
Right.
So I wasn't just going to be like, well, I can come in here and say such and such and such, and you believe me just because I say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you admit that you didn't know things if you did not know things.
Oh,
Is that what you're saying?
totally.
Yeah, yeah.
I still do that now.
You still,
and, like,
yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I
you've
love
heard on
that
the
about you.
podcast,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, I don't actually know this answer. Like,
Right. Yeah. But that's rad.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean, that's how you learn.
Yeah, that's how you learn.
Not everyone knows everything. I mean, maybe some people do, but I don't know. I definitely don't know everything.
no, in the car industry, you will never, ever, I don't care how good you are out there, you're never, ever going to know every single thing about every single car. Because there are thousands of makes and models of cars, thousands of engines, thousands of transmission. I mean, it's insane how much we all have to learn in order to fix cars. But the stigma that comes about it is, like, everyone who comes to you is like, well, you're a mechanic, you're supposed to know. Or you're a technician, you're supposed to know what's going on with every single car. But you can't learn how.
Right.
But doctors have been working on our same bodies for, like, 2,000 plus years. We've all had one body this whole time.
Right.
Yes, they can become professionals because we've had one body, and it's never changed.
Right. Whereas car technology always
is
constantly
Yeah.
changing.
How do you fix something if you don't know that engine or something, or they've made something new about it? how do you fix the problem?
A lot of the time I have to do on the spot research. Because, like I said, we don't know everything about every car. And it's insanely impossible. I mean, unless I had some, like, cool special brain that actually, like, remembered everything. Like, that would be amazing.
Right.
But, I mean, a lot of it is on the spot research. And I do spend a lot of times when I'm working on cars, I spend a lot of time researching and going through various websites that I have, various apps that I have, and stuff like that, in order to be able to understand the car. I don't just take one concept and go from there. You have to learn, and then a lot of the times, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer for me to diagnose a car because I'm spending a lot more time trying to understand the vehicle and doing my various testing in order to be able to be like, okay, I'm totally certain. Because I work on a wide variety of cars. I don't just specialize in one car.
Right. Yeah, I notice a lot of mechanics will specialize in one car.
Oh, it's
Like
way...
that happens. It's a lot easier.
It's probably a
to
lot
just,
easier.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, just to get real deep into that certain...
But still, even if you do delve into only that one specific car only for a few years, it still takes a lot of years to specialize in just that little bit.
I can imagine.
Just even like for a couple engines and for a couple transmissions and a couple years within that vehicle, same make, model, and all that, it still takes years to understand.
Yeah. How many parts would you say are in the average modern car?
Oh my god, this is like some weird Rain Man question.
Excuse me, I need to take a sip of my
How
water.
many parts are in? Old Rain Man Emily over here.
I'd say at least 2,400.
And a half.
So what are you talking about average? 'Cause
I don't know. I was just thinking about how many
the Europeans have their average, the Asians have their average,
things.
Americans, like it's...
Right. I was just thinking about how many different parts that you have to know. I was just being impressed by your brain, really. Is what I was saying. What are some of the hurdles that you faced, like, as far as getting your career to where it's at?
Honestly, I'd probably say one of them has to be my gender.
Right.
Like, I mean, unfortunately, the way it is, it is hard because even when...
There's a cat. That's a cat, everyone. And we left the windows open because it's like a nice night out.
Someone's in heat out there.
Well, Bones. I think the cat's name is Bones.
It sounds like it's gonna be Bones. Yowl.
Sorry, who were we?
Wait, no, we're talking about gender being a obstacle in your career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I would have a lot of people call me on the phone, especially when I was service manager. I mean, I was running this, like, huge corporate place as a service manager. I was also running a small shop as being, like, the manager and all this stuff. But I was also a technician at the same time.
Yeah.
So I would be a lead technician, senior technician, whatever it was.
Right.
But I'd have, like, dudes call me on the phone being like, oh, hey, can I talk to a technician? I'm like, yeah, I'm right here. Like, well, can I talk to the dude in charge? Well, I'm here. And it was a lot of that stigma of, like, they didn't understand that I knew what I was talking about. And, then they would start to talk to me, and then they'll be like, oh, well, I looked on the internet, and I saw this, and I saw that, and blah, 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 blah. And I'd try to, like, talk them through the process, but they still didn't believe me, and they're like, well, I want to bring it into your mail tech. And there was...
You've actually had people say, I'm going to bring it into your mail tech?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's, like, it's no joke. Like, they were very much adamant that I did not know what I was talking about. Even though I told them I was, like, 6-time ASC certified, like, my highest tech has, like, 2 ASC certs, or just, like, they're 24, I'm,
not
older than that.
Wow,
but it was still...
Holy shit.
Yeah, I have so much of that, just gotta be nice on the phone and be like, just bring it in, let me tell you what's wrong with it. But then they would be like, well, I've done my own web research, I've talked to another guy about this, but he has not been able to fix it. And then they come into the shop and, it's just like, okay, well, just hear me out. Like, let me just work on your car for you. Let's find out what's going on with it. And then I actually find out what is going on with the vehicle, and it's like they're blown away. I've had so many of these dudes come back and be like, I am so sorry I ever doubted you to begin with. And
well, that's cool.
Well, and they're probably demasculated. They're like, oh, I can't fix my car, but this lady, it's
right.
It's really stupid, but I'm sure, that would be really frustrating.
It is.
Yeah.
I think the stigma hopefully is going to die out soon to where they understand, like, if we're in this business, we're in it. But also, never mind. I'm not going to go into that.
Have you noticed it getting better at all?
Not
Especially now.
not really has changed that much. They still have the stigma of, I hate to say this, but some shops will put women in the front office to be like a
Welcoming?
soft voice. Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that's
No,
I've
we've heard
seen that, and
yeah.
that's the way that
Yeah.
it is, because it's totally sexist. But
Right.
it should definitely be, if you know the job, you should be able to be
Doing
put
the-
into that job, and
Right.
you should
Yeah.
be up there. And that was hard for me, like on the phones answering to these dudes who just were like, "You're not a dude, I don't know what you're talking about," like blah blah blah, like I've tried this and this on my car. And so, okay, little story, very
Yeah.
short.
Yeah.
One of my buddies was in a car wreck. She took the car to the car collision place, whatever it is. They were like, "Oh, nothing's wrong with your car," or truck, I should say. "Nothing's wrong with your truck," blah, blah, blah. So she's still driving it, was like, I hear it click, click, click. Takes it to another place, which the insurance company was like, "Cool, we'll pay for it." And dealership, and they were like, "There's nothing wrong with your truck. We can't find out what's going on with it." Takes it back to the body place. "We can't find out what's going on with it." And it was back and forth to all these dudes. Finally, she was like, "Dude, bro," like, well, to me, she's like, "Dude, can you look at my
Eileen,
truck for me?" Yeah, dude. That's how we talk to each
Yeah,
other.
yeah. We
She's
say
like,
dudes.
"Dude, bro,"
Yeah.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, "Dude, can you take a look at my truck for me?" I'm like, "Sure, no problem. Just roll to my shop. I'll go on a test drive." We go on a test drive, literally 2 blocks, and I'm like, "Boom, that's what's wrong with your truck."
What was it?
I heard it.
Yeah.
We go back to the shop, and I was like, "Okay, well, just in case, like, let's get up on the rack. Like, I want to, like, check all the suspension, blah, blah, blah." And I find out the CV axle is loose. Like, the inner boot and where the splines are was just, like, super loose in the transmission, because that's where she had gotten hit on that side of the car. She got T-boned. And so it jammed the axle in enough to where, I mean, it just fucked everything up to where it was loose. And I was like, moving it up and down significantly, and I'm like, "This is it. Replace the axle," and that was it.
Wow.
Damn.
But after going back and forth to the dealership, to the auto body shop, to the dealership, to the auto body shop, and every single one of them was like,
Were they just not test driving it and listening?
I can't say
Or
I,
just-
I,
Right,
I
no,
can't
yes,
say
you
I
don't know,
wasn't
just
there.
you
Didn't
weren't there,
believe
yeah.
her because she was a woman, probably. I don't know.
I mean, I'm not going to speculate because I wasn't there. I
Right,
wasn't
yeah,
involved
yeah,
in the
yeah.
conversations whatsoever, but
There's just crazy shit that happens out there.
there is, yeah.
Yeah.
So when I got hired at a dealership, was it 11 years ago when I moved up here? The guy had said, "Do you know the reason why I hired you?" And I was like, "Well, because I'm ASC certified. I got to school. I got my certificate. Like, I've already had previous experience." He's like, "No." He says, "The reason why I hired you is because you're a woman." I literally stopped in my tracks, and I was like, "Wait, what?" He's like, "I only hired you because," well, he's like, "Obviously because of your certs and everything else, but I
Yeah.
chose you above everybody else who had the same certs, but because you're a woman and you pay attention to detail."
Oh.
That struck a chord
Yeah.
in me that has kept me going, like, especially these last 11 years, was like, he had that,
He was like, "I'll hire a woman over a man," kind of
Wherewithal.
attitude, or
because
Right.
he understood the fact of, like, I wouldn't cut corners.
right? Yeah.
But
yeah.
because I was so detail oriented, and
Right.
I mean, that's what I told him. I was like, I'll do all that. I'm detail oriented. I'm so, like, perfectionist. Like, I will make sure your car's right.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "That is the reason why I hired you, because you have that. You're not the lazy dude who's gonna be like, 'Oh, I think this is it.'" And
Right. And do you think do you think you're just naturally like that, or do you think that as a female technician you have to grow into that because you kind of have to work so much harder? I mean, everyone that I hear talking about being a female in the industry, it seems like they have to work a lot harder.
it's
Or, like-
it's kind of both of them, because I
Right.
do feel like being a female, and like I said earlier, that's why I went to school, was because I worked with these dudes who were like, "Well, no, I'm just doing like this." I'm like, but people believe them
Right.
because they were dudes who worked in a shop and they were supposed to know what they were doing.
Right.
But they were like, "I don't know what I'm doing. I just did it because..."
So and so told me to do it this way.
Exactly.
Right.
But I wanted to know that. So I had that passion for
Right.
myself, because I am also like, I like to get to the root of all the things, and I want to understand. So I mean, it's kind of both.
But also probably
Both ways.
get more respect since you like a little if you're oh well it goes like this because of this not just I don't know someone told me you
Right.
can actually
Yeah.
Right, because
tell
I want to
someone.
be able to say,
Yeah.
like, I know that this is how this is supposed to happen
Yeah.
because I've done the research, I've done,
Right, because of this.
I've
and
fixed
this.
it
Right.
this way, and because
Yeah.
I want to be able to say, like, that's how I work, is I want to be able to say, like, no, this is,
Yeah. Right.
What's your least favorite thing?
Yeah. About being a mechanic.
so, little insight to some mechanics. It's hard because all the jobs never go easy. They never
Okay.
go easy. It's like
Okay.
broken bolts here, or you gotta drill out this, you gotta retap this, you gotta dye this. It's just like,
Okay. So it's not just the DIYer at home that has horrible things happen. It's actual
Yeah.
professionals too.
I know. I feel like if anyone ever says that's a really easy job, just be like, nope, that's gonna be really hard, and 20 million things will go wrong.
But you're saying that it's like that for professionals as well. Shit just happens.
Shit happens,
There
as in
might
the
have-
words of Forrest Gump.
there might have been a cuss word or two and maybe some tools flying around the shop. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
it happens. No job is absolutely perfect. And especially when you have a customer coming in and they're like, I expect my car to be, I mean, it got towed in here and it doesn't start and it doesn't run or anything, but I want it to be fixing up and running in 30 minutes. And I'm
that
just
really
like,
happens?
okay. Oh, no, it happens. It happens so often. There's like, can you get my car in right now?
Oh, damn.
I'm like, oh, you mean after, like, we have 30 cars on the schedule already today? Sure, we'll fix your car, like, in a couple days. Like,
right.
but
yeah.
then it's also, you have to find the availability of the parts.
Yeah.
Make sure, no offense to parts people whatsoever, sometimes the systems are fucked up and then you think you got the right part, but it's not the right part. It's not the right one that's on the picture. But it's like, there's that whole drama of it
Well,
all.
our
and then
culture has
it's-
become so now that people just expect that with anything, and that's not how that works. You know?
It's not at all. As much as we try, because why do we want your car in our shop for like 4 days? Because you're blocking a stall where I can't get another car in. I mean, it makes no sense. But at the same time, you have to understand not every single part is going to be perfect. Also, at the same time, you think every bolt's going to come out perfectly? I mean, there is a fantasy where there are unicorns and there's like all this fun stuff.
Those unicorns. Those glitter unicorns.
Unicorn fantasy.
Yep.
This perfectly threaded bolts that just don't have any rust or dirt or anything on them.
Right?
They just come out. Oh, so like a brand new car maybe.
Oh, those would be amazing to work on.
Yeah.
And
Too
then
bad
you
they never break though, because they're brand new.
I know, right?
Yeah. I changed the tire on a brand new car. It was a rental on a dirt road in a bathing suit because I've been swimming. And it was so easy. And I was like, it's super easy because it's a fucking brand new. Everything is just like greased up, totally working, not hard to get. I mean, it was just like the most pleasant tire exchanging experience I've ever had.
And in your bathing suit, you're like,
I mean, not like a kind of
supermodel.
A Warrant song playing or something in the
No,
background.
it was like in the middle of nowhere.
Started raining just where she was changing the tire, and then it stopped, and a big orb of sun came out after she was done. And
And then there's all these photo cameras everywhere. They're like,
What's that?
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, new cars. I would imagine those would be cool to work on. I guess if you had to.
those would be nice.
Right.
Do you have any favorite albums to listen to while you're working on these cars?
Ooh yeah.
Oh, well, it depends on the mood. I have some Pandora stations that are set. I have my Ani DeFranco
Okay.
that is set for the time where I need to be calm and peace within myself and get through a project. And then when I have to like hardcore rush through some things, I have to put on my Bikini Kill radio, or I do like the drum and bass, or like Pretty Lights radio. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
it all depends on the mood.
All right.
Is it like the job? Is it a type of job, or is it just the mood that you're in that day, or just the type of job have to do with
It's
the mood?
kind of both.
Okay.
It's kind of both.
Okay.
Where like I feel like I've got 5 cars lined up. I gotta get them out within like 2 hours. And it's like boom, boom, boom. I gotta
That's
be like really
Bikini
quick,
Kill?
and I'm in a good mood. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely Bikini Kill
Okay.
or Pretty Lights or Drum and Bass or something. It's like
Okay.
I have to have the fast music to go into. But then if I'm doing a long job, like timing belt, head gaskets, like a super long job where I also need to focus, but I need to be calm.
Okay.
That's where Anya DeFranco comes in.
Yeah.
And also, I do have my Liza radio too. I mean, that girl, I mean, get some Cardi B going. I mean, it's just like, that's where I feel like I feel really empowered with them too, because it gets me fast and up and going. Is like, I'm a bad bitch. Like, I got this.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Oh man, now I want you to be in a music video.
Changing your brand new car tire. Well, you guys can both be in it.
No, we're talking about
No,
Eileen,
I know. I
doing
was like,
a
Eileen can be
gasket.
fixing something and
She'll
you'll
be doing something for
yeah.
I could just be like,
we gotta do it with the music. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
so.
comedy. The guys laugh at me too, because like I'll be in my own groove. I'll have my headphones in. I'm going at it, and like.
You're like,
But that's the way to
yeah.
get cars out. You have to match the mood with the car, with like the job. And
Yeah.
right. So what about when you're doing diagnostics? Do you listen to music then, or?
I try not to, because
Okay.
diagnostics is a little bit harder because I have to focus a little bit more.
Right.
I have to read the computers and
Right.
do all that.
Okay. I thought that would be your answer. Well, no, because it
You
seems
think
like
you know me.
diagnostics. Well, just because it seems like diagnostics are more like, yeah, like you're like figuring something out, and then once you know what you got to do, you know how to do it, and then you're just like productive.
Yeah,
at
you
it.
have to focus unless your coworker is going crazy and doing his whole emotional process. Then I have to put in my headphones. And I'm like,
So
I'll put on my
speaking-
Oni D, and I'm like, all right, now I can focus.
So Eileen, is there any advice you would give to any young mechanics out there starting, like old, or just anyone that wants to be a mechanic and what they should do, or any words of wisdom you can throw their way?
Don't ever give up on your passion. Like, I know I've had moments before where I was like, you know, it's pretty much male dominated, blah blah blah, and I stuck through it. I stuck through the sexism, the sexual harassment. Like, there was a lot of things that I dealt with in this industry, but at the same time, like, I persevered the whole time because I knew that one day I wanted to be able to be here and be a voice to other women who wanted to come into the industry and just be like, y'all can do it.
Yeah.
Y'all can do it. It doesn't matter, like, and it doesn't even matter. It's not even in the automotive industry. Whatever industry you want to go into, just be there, be yourself, and thrive. Because that is what's going to get employers to see who you are, what you want to do, and your passion. And anybody can thrive in a job. It's not just based on your gender. You have to fight for it. Yes, as women, we've been oppressed for so many years, but at the same time, you just go out there, you just keep being a fucking badass, and you will get places.
Yeah.
Those are good words of wisdom.
I like those words of wisdom. Yeah. I also feel like anything that's too, like, you know, those difficulties builds strong character.
Oh my dad, old grandpa over here.
And, yeah, like, but exactly, just, yeah, what you said. I love that. Yeah,
Yeah, me
And
too.
shit gets difficult, but you can do it.
I feel like we've taken up a lot of your
Yeah.
time. Do you have any parting words you want to give us?
Like, those were good parting
I mean,
words.
those are really good.
Yeah.
Is there another one?
I need more parting words, Eileen.
Just be a badass and just keep doing what you do.
All right.
Don't let nobody tell you can't do it, because you can.
Thanks for that. Was awesome. Thank you for letting us take your time to pick your brain about truck
Telling
driving
us your story.
and telling us your story. And I guess we'll
Yeah, that's the end of this episode.
we'll talk to you soon.
Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to rate us, and also don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Car Crush. Oh, and if you have any questions for Eileen and me and Mandy, we answer them in 2 dipsticks and a spark plug. They're automotive questions. You can email hotboxing@carcrush.com or call
1-833-CAR-CRUSH. That's 1-833-CARKRUSH.
Or if you just need a relationship advice question, you can ask that too. And we'll give you really bad advice. So probably don't ask that one.
All right. Peace.